So last week we hit 2K rating in 2 on 2 and 3 on 3, and I did it with arms back in 3 on 3 and with theories back in 2 on 2. And I just want to talk for a few minutes why I think arms is still better for 3 on 3 and why I think Fury is at least like competitive in 2 on 2. So I still think in 3 on 3, like the Mortal Strike is very important because like the damage output is kinda the same. The thing is, in 3 on 3, it takes a time for the dampening debuff to stack up, and in 2 on 2, it instantly starts to stack up. So like a heal reduce like right from the get-go is very very strong. And also of course we have 3 possible targets you can hit with Blade Storm in a 3 on 3 match. So this is some nice cleave damage, and also I just got this here. So when you hit like 3 targets with your cleave, and then it does a little bit OE damage, and then you whirlwind again, and you do even more OE damage. So yeah, those are like the main. Like, of course, like your executes hit harder also. But yeah, like Mortal Strike and the AoE damage is why I think Arms is still superior in 3 on 3 matches. Let's go Fury. What I really like in Fury is this talent here. That you can just use Bloodthirst to like clear you of all snares and also get like a movement speed increase. That is nice because you don't have to use global cooldowns to just apply like snares to stick on your target. Sometimes this 15% speed increase is just enough to stick on your target. And also it's like really, let's say this is the enemy and he is trying to peel for the healer, so I can just slow him and like clear myself of his slow, and just he is slow, then I just dance away from him. I did this yesterday. I get like arms warriors and also like DKs because they have like to use global just to apply their slows. And of course, out of this talent, that the cooldown of Bloodthirst is reduced the lower your target gets on max life, which is like a really nice thing. I also like this talent, that there's a chance every time you use Rampage you can get like a buff, and then for 6 seconds all the abilities you use reduce the cooldown of your other abilities. That of course also applies to like crowd control, like Intimidating Shout or Stormbolt, you stun, or like your death cooldown. I also really think that this is like a really strong cooldown, because like in a 3 on 3 match you cannot self-heal yourself against 2 like DDs very well, but it gets just 1. It's like really fine. And then of course when we do the combo, we charge, we use this, and we heal ourselves for like 1 million. This is nice, and we could kinda more or less do it again. Because like 2 on 2 mostly it like breaks down to like 1-on-1 fights, and you just can, as a field warrior with the stealth feeding, you can just go like head to head, toe to toe with like just any class. For example, a discipline priest could, I'm sure, kill some damage dealers. A fury he cannot kill. And yeah, this is also like nice for your healer. Then your healer can also like go a little bit more offensive. And yeah. And when I did the Fury guide, which you can also check out for like a more deeper insight on like Fury PvP, back then I had like I skilled double time. I think in arena Stormbolt beats double time. for 3-on-3 and 2-on-2, because it's just so nice that you can peel for your allies, and of course stun the healer and then get the kill, because they are like, I play with a Death Knight and Retribution Paladin. Sometimes he switches. Yeah, there are not so many like stuns around as there used to be. Of course, like Windwalker Monk and Rogue still got the stuns, but for example, mages don't have a stun anymore. So yeah, having a stun that also cannot be dispelled is pretty nice. And then of course, it's like really awesome because when you stun someone, he has like a 20-second DR, and I had like stunned someone, and then I had this proc, and then after 20 seconds I could use the stun again. So the stun came just off DR, and also like the cooldown just came off. Yeah, this is what I think. Maybe I'm gonna try out arms for 2-on-2, but I think like the main difference right now is like that arms is like this slow moving juggernaut, because like he takes less damage because of his defensive stance and you're trying to get away from him, but like when he gets you and like he blade storms you just want to get away from an arms warrior. And because you can do this kind of easily, that is kind of like the weakness right now in arms. But like in 3-on-3 where there's like much shit going on, it like happens much more that you just like are in the range of an arms warrior and then like shit goes down. Fury, I kind of think they like nailed the class fantasy, because you're like this fast moving bloodthirsty berserker that you heal off your opponents, or you get like enrage, and then you are like in this blood craze and you attack really fast. And also you can skill like that, you use battle cry and you're like instantly to go, just waiting on people. And I think that is just more fun, that you are like this you are more squishy than an arms on paper, but because of your selfie you can like counteract that. So yeah, so I think it's just much more fun to be like a fast moving brawler who is like always an out of a situation, against like an arms warrior who's like this slow moving juggernaut. Wow. And there are sometimes, I said this before, there are sometimes situation as an arms, you're fucked now, you have no other means of escape. And like I said, with Fury you find yourself much less in those situations. And of course the artifact trait that like when you get killed, you have like this 8-second window to like kill the guy who killed you, and then you come back with like 50% max life. So even when you know you're going to die, there's like still hope. And I think that is just, this playstyle is just much more fun than arms right now. But we will see what like the future will bring in like patch 7.15. But yeah, I'm having like a lot of fun with this class right now. There's just so much shit to do in this add-on. It's fucking crazy. I also like doing like my tanking in PvE. By the way, this should be like a baseline charge, like 2 charges, 15-second cooldown. So yeah, you guys can like join the discussion. Let me know what you think about warrior and PvP right now. Yeah, see you around.
Go in peace.
Go in peace.
May the light guide your path.
May the what? What did he say? The light guide your path? What? Shit.